All right, well, thank you for coming tonight to celebrate the completion of the 8th Street Bridge Rehabilitation Project. Just for perspective, this bridge was built in 1912, has been in service for over 100 years. If you'd been down here in recent years, you'd seen that surface concrete was deteriorating at a pretty rapid pace. And so our team had to make the decision, do we replace this bridge or do we ultimately rehabilitate it? And we looked at it, and if we actually replace the bridge, we're going to lose a lot of history and also lose the opportunity to actually restore a pretty significant piece of infrastructure that's been in the downtown for a long, long time. On the other side, if we're actually going to rehabilitate it, we knew we'd have to first do substantial testing to make sure that the quality of the concrete and the steel would likely be in good enough condition so we can get another 75 years of life out of this bridge. So we started to do those extensive tests. We took large cores of concrete out of the piers and the deck. We were relieved when we got the data back that the concrete was in really good condition and the steel was even in better condition. And so that kind of immediately took us on a path to rehabilitation, and ultimately had to assemble a really strong design and construction team so we could carry it out. What you'll see now that the renovation's done is the bridge has been completely renovated. We do expect to get another 75 years of life out of it. One of the key elements that we did, we took down the existing handrail and the balustrades. They were really deteriorated, and they also were not the correct height, and so Gage Brothers, local contractor, made those elements. And also we plowed in a channel on the other side so we could actually put an LED light in. And we've had those lights on for some time. We're able to wash some LED light on those balustrades. It's just a really nice experience for the pedestrians as you walk through down here at night. The other thing, if you're up there on the bridge, is that the pedestrian walkways are twice as big as they originally were, and it's a lot safer to cross the road up there. If you get a chance tonight, go to the west side of the bridge. There's a long set of interpretive panels that will tell you the history of this bridge. On the ends, there are a couple of selfie stations that you can take a selfie on, and then in between, if Matt Woodman's here, he'd have to tell you how to Google this, but it's actually a Lovelock Bridge, and so Google that when you get home tonight. Anyway, we just wanted to really be thankful of having you out here tonight. The real reason we are is the other piece of this renovation was to actually hire, with the design team, a really good special lighting designer that we could wash the arches of the bridge and have a lot of capabilities, not only just white, but you'll see a few of those experiences tonight that we can show off. So very cool. If I could just really quick, I'd like to recognize the project team. And so if I could have somebody up here, one or two up here from Confluence, one from IDG, they're the designers. So IDG, yeah, stand up here if you guys would. IDG is the civil designers. Confluence is the landscape architects, both local companies. And then our constructor is Journey Group. Are they up here?
Randy can actually point at people over there.
Let's get Jared up here.
There we go. There we go.
Stand over there if you would. And then from our city team, Josh Peterson, principal engineer. All of these people, all these gentlemen have teams that they lead, that are behind them, that made thousands of decisions that ultimately made tonight possible. So one of the cool things that the mayor started is we like to give you guys a challenge coin. It's something that just emulates that you guys took on a significant challenge, and you made a lot of decisions in the goodness of Sioux Falls, and ultimately you embodied the core values of Sioux Falls. So thank you. Let's give these guys a hand. Nice. All right. We've still got a couple punch list items that we'll run by those guys tonight. All right, let's get a gentleman up here that, you know, anytime we do a project, we know we always impact business. If you've been to our wine bar right down the road, there's a very good chance you've met Ricardo Terabelsi. He's the owner of it. He's probably one of the best ambassadors of downtown in Sioux Falls. So let's have some words from Ricardo.
Hello. Before anybody asks, I did not bring any wine. I know I've already been asked. I know it's good. You know, what does the bridge mean to me? It's funny, in February of 2020, I remember saying these words out loud. I said, there could be nothing worse than closing down the 8th Street Bridge for a year. And then of course, March 2020 happened and I took back all my words. No, I'm just thankful for the city of Sioux Falls to invest in infrastructure like this and really preserve history. I mean, we're in a historical building built in 1900 and people just love that we're in a refurbished building. So it's great to see the bridge refurbished. I don't know if that's the right word. Sorry, engineers. But no, the city of Sioux Falls means a lot to us. Did it impact us? Yes, but at the same time, all of you found us, and that's the beauty of Sioux Falls. People went down 6th Street and they went down Cliff, and you waited by the railroad, I'm sorry, and then you came over to see us. So again, thank you for all your support. We couldn't have made it without you, especially during the pandemic. I was pleasantly surprised when the bridge did reopen because I thought it was ahead of, was it ahead? It was ahead. It was ahead of schedule. So that was a nice surprise, and when it opened, it was like, you know, the heavens opened up. So again, thanks to the city, thanks for the leadership, Mayor Paul, thanks for all the work for Public Works, Mark, and thank to all of you for the support again. Thank you. Yeah.
All right. Well, let's thank the mayor. He signed all the checks to make this happen, even though we didn't get a good PA system tonight. So, thank you for your support and your leadership. He's been 100% behind the transportation system, and this is a significant element. So help me welcome Mayor Ted Hankin.
All right, thanks, Mark. Ricardo, thanks for being down here, man. Ricardo's really busy right now, so if you have to leave and go put out fires, you go do that. But thanks for joining us tonight. This is another critical investment in our downtown. And I was talking with someone earlier before I came down the stairs, and they said, if you can't get excited about what's happening in downtown right now, you need to check your pulse, because there's so many incredible investments that are going to be happening, that are happening in our downtown. And the fact that we could restore this bridge to kind of its original glory and keep the historical character while improving the traffic flow, improving the walkability, it's just been a really big deal. Mark and his team, they don't get enough credit. We got an incredible public works team, an incredible public works director in Mark. Yeah. This guy, he saves the taxpayers a lot of money, and you never know about it. He's smart, he's efficient, he gets stuff done on time. The contractors respect him, the industry respects him, and so Mark is an incredible champion for us in this sort of work. So what we're going to do tonight to commemorate this is, when we were talking about this project, we talked about how we can make the bridge kind of come alive. And one of the cool things about the Arc of Dreams, obviously that's incredible, but when it lights up at night, it's really cool. It's probably one of the neatest features of it. And so we did look in the couch cushions and found a little money to light this place up. So it was a little addition to the budget, but what this is going to do for the walkability and just the enjoyment of the bridge will be really incredible. So we have a little light show that we'll be able to do. It's going to change every 30 seconds or so when we light it up here. And so in order to do that, we got this huge like IKEA switch here. So what I'd like to do tonight to celebrate this is I'd like all the kids, I'll just say 8 and under. If you're 8 and under, my own kids, come up here, and we're gonna throw this big switch, okay? So you guys come up here by me.
3, 2,